Emotional stacking, a little thing we all do. Most of the time it does us absolute jack shit. By that I mean it does a lot of harm, but it can do a lot of good. What is emotional stacking? It's when you start thinking about something and you start recalling everything else that relates to that kind of thing. So let's say, for example, you got sad for something, and then you recall a year ago your dog died. Then you recall when you were 5 years old you busted your knee and couldn't do your sport anymore, or you just stuck everything up to make yourself feel even worse. Just a month ago or so I spoke to somebody who I work with about how they feel a bit down and whatnot, and I mentioned this, and that probably 10 years ago I used to have like a playlist that would make me feel even worse, and they were like, oh yeah, I do that, I didn't even know that. Yeah, but we all do that. And this week particularly I had a couple guys that are struggling with stress, and unknowingly to themselves they do these things that kind of emphasize that stress even more. And it's a skill to get over it, and this is why positive affirmations are so good. Whilst we can experience the most painful moments in our head without even being there anymore, we can experience the best moments without being there as well. We just need to deliberately work on them. For whatever reasons, we are more prone to dwell on all the shit that's happened rather than focus on all the good that can happen. I'll give you a bright example. So you start new relationships and all you're thinking about how fucked up all the others were. So little by little you are doing these little things, you are expecting everything to go bad, and lo and behold everything goes tits up. And it had nothing to do with relationships going bad. It was everything to do with you expecting it to go bad and unconsciously doing things that just makes them worse and worse and worse every single day. So hence why I have all these rituals every single day that I have recognized over the years that put me in the best state possible. So what I mean by that is I'll listen to specific music, listen to specific playlists on my YouTube, I'll do specific things. Like every morning now, I'll wake up, I'll drink 2 liters of water. I drink 2 liters of water because I train really early, so you don't need to do that. But it sets me up, it perks me up. I don't eat anything before I train because I eat really big meals before I go to bed. So then I listen to specific playlist, it gets me in a good mood. No matter how tired I'll wake up, no matter how messed up my head will feel on the day, as soon as I get the playlist on, I feel that energy coming, I feel that focus coming back to me, and like that's emotional stacking in positive way. Get your water, get your playlist on, listen to these people talking, then get in the car, blast the music out. You can do that with everything in life as long as you recognize that. So a lot of us will dwell into shit, and I often have to have a word with myself, just to sit down, and every time I feel something slightly off, I can rewind myself. But that took a lot of work. Not rewinding myself, but actually recognizing that I am my worst enemy. We all are. And we can be our best friend as well, our best coach, our best inspiration for pulling a finger out and actually doing stuff. See for yourself, next time you feel great, or most likely next time you feel absolute shit, what you do with it? Are you snapping yourself back out of it, or are you deliberately doing things that make you feel even worse? Why not try and make yourself feel better? Because every single one of us can feel depressed, worn out, and all these kind of things, but we don't understand that we are doing it to ourselves. No one else is forcing us to feel like that. We just like this, so to speak, emotional home where we feel safe, we feel like certain this is how we're gonna feel, and we feel empowered that we are controlling this feeling, but we really aren't. We just do it because it feels familiar, and it can be changed. I often hear that people don't change who don't want to change. You know, it's like saying, oh, that person will forever be fat. No, they choose to be. Everyone chooses the ways they want to be. Everyone chooses the ways they want to look. Everyone chooses the ways they want to have their relationships. Everyone chooses the ways they have their business. It's the amount of discomfort you are willing to go through to be willing to change that a lot of people just don't have that threshold. They just don't have that ability to push through and actually want to change. But anyone can do that, literally anyone. So that's my quick free fall of thoughts about why we feel the way we feel, because everything we do is based on emotions, everything, and we are stuck in either good or bad experience to gain certain emotion. Focus on good. It will change your life. Let me know what you think. Have you ever caught yourself doing things and catching into thoughts that you shouldn't be feeling anymore? That's long gone, and now you got triggered by a word or a sentence or someone doing something, and you just started to pull out all the bad, negative shit to feel even worse. Why don't you start writing all the good stuff that has been happening and stack that up? It's pretty insane when you start doing that. Have a good day.